Alrighty, hey there everyone. I'm giving a market update for Friday, June 3rd. Here we got some, good news, but obviously the stock market has hit it a little bit differently. So what has gone on? Well, the stocks fall sharply following May jobs report. The S&P 500 plunged 1.7%, the Dow Jones went down 1%, the Nasdaq went down 2.6%. So basically what happened, well, the jobs report came out and the labor department's monthly employment rate showed that the US created 390,000 jobs in May. That's really good, and we have a unemployment rate of 3.6%. Now the expected amount was supposed to be 318 jobs, so we had an increase of 70,000 jobs extra pretty much, so that's great to see. The unemployment rate fell 0.1%, which is also really good. We should be having an uptrend in the market, but it is Friday, and I feel like we are still in a rocky market, and people don't really want to stay in over the weekend just in case some bad news does happen and we have a downturn come Monday. So looking ahead, the Fed is feeling great that they're onto a good balance of mortgage rate increase and interest rate increase, and with everything else going on, they're slowing down the economy in a steady rate. So they are doing a well job, as it looks like. As for what they're going to continue doing is becoming aggressive with their monetary spending and so forth. All right, so now just some more news in the market. We have Tesla. So I'm sure everybody has heard about what Elon Musk has said, and it's obviously causing Tesla to come down, which could also be causing the S&P 500 to come down as well, and the Nasdaq and the rest of the stock market. But basically, Elon Musk said that he's super bad feeling about the economy, and that he's going to be trimming 10% of the jobs at Tesla. Basically, he's in this mindset that there is a recession coming and that there is a macroeconomic uncertainty of bad downturn coming. When a recession comes, we have more unemployment, we have a slow growth economy, which causes Tesla and other big companies to not make as much, and the revenue goes down. So they need to cut the labor force and other jobs that may not be as useful to them at the moment, therefore to save more money in expenses and operational expenses. I'm going to go over Tesla over the chart here. And what I wanted to point out is in my last video, I actually set some really good parameters here, support lines and resistant lines, and we hit them both. It's crazy to say that. It's a good feeling to know that what I'm watching in the market is actually working, and that these lines that I've created, we hit them, and it maybe helped a few of you that watched the video. If you want to, go check out my last video and you can catch up to speed. But basically, around the 740 745 mark, create a video here where I made these lines around the 750 and the 731 and the 720 mark. And basically in that video I said, we could either have an uptrend to 750 and we could have a bounce back, or we could go as low as 731 or as low as 720. And when you make these lines, other traders are doing the exact same thing. And here's a big support line where this is where a lot of traders are looking to buy in or to short. Same with the 750 line. And the way that we get these lines is that we create from our highs and our lows these lines in the past. So these lines weren't here when we hit the 731, and this line wasn't here when we blasted through that 749 750 mark. I created them when we hit this high over here and this low down here. And what happened? Well, exactly like in the video, I said we would hit the 731 and we could bounce back, and sure enough we did. And then basically, while this is going on, what you want to look for is if we can break through that 750 mark, and then if we can break through that 755 mark. And sure enough, we hit through both of them. And although there was obviously some bears and some short sellers along the lines here, when we shot through this 755 mark, you can tell that there's a lot of short sellers because it brought it back down and then it hit back up. So there's a lot of buyers back at this mark, and we're like, okay, this is a run. Like we're going up. And sure enough, we hit that 780 mark, which in the video as well, I created this from way back here. This line probably around the same time, or even over here, I created this line of 780 where we could touch it again, and sure enough we did in the past couple days, and we broke through that. But when we break through resistance lines and support lines, there's buyers and there's shorters, and basically the buyers got the ramp up, but then the shorters eventually got back into the downtrend, and it obviously caused it to just crash completely down to 720. Obviously, the crash of the stock doesn't help that Elon Musk is cutting 10% of the jobs, and that he's not feeling good about the economy. That puts a damper on the stock, obviously. But overall, I think that we are starting to turn around and things are starting to get better. We did have some downturns today, but they're not as bad, and we're still around better numbers than we were a couple weeks ago, right? So we're slowly getting back up to the original numbers that we started with the last couple of months. Be happy and understand that everything's going to get better, even if there is a recession or a downturn coming. I think that the stock market will be a safe haven for investors to go, as it's going to cause an opportunity to where we could eventually escalate and be successful in. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Please like and subscribe if you felt like this video was useful.